fiancé is presumed dead, I'm not so convinced. My life has been a hot mess recently. Even that is an understatement. I don't even know where to begin, so I'm gonna start with the worst day of my life. Jeremy and I had been engaged for nearly 3 years, saving for the perfect wedding. He truly was the love of my life. I never connected with someone on a spiritual level as I did with him. It was so perfect until my worst nightmare became a reality. We had just put the deposit on our new ranch home in rural Alaska, where we would raise horses together, as it's both of our passions. We met 5 years ago prior at a stable where we both are keeping our horses in Orange Country, America. The wedding was in 2 weeks. Everything was paid for and we were ecstatic. I asked Jeremy to pick up the programs while I got ready for the bachelor party that weekend. I asked Jeremy to go pick up the programmers. God, I asked him to go. That's probably why I have such immense guilt typing this now. He said, "Let's just go together when you're ready." I was too excited to see the beautiful programmers I had designed, so I sent him to his death. On the way to the programmers, Jeremy was in a horrible accident. At least that's what everyone is telling me. That he's dead and beyond recognizable in the vehicle on Pioneer Van. Why won't they let me see him? All I want is closure. I keep telling myself that he's dead, but something doesn't feel right. As I said before, our spiritual connection was intense. And as I sit here typing this, I can feel Jeremy here. Anyways, instead of a wedding, we held a funeral. Instead of a beautiful program proclaim our union, I was burying my fiancé. Not really, though. No body in the casket, no trace of Jeremy, just an old set of clothes I gave the funeral director to lay in place of his body. This all felt so wrong typing. Anyways, needless to say, I've been reclusive for days now. I haven't spoken to my friends, and I haven't spoken to my mother, and most importantly, I haven't spoken Germany. However, something more spectacular have happened. I woke early last Tuesday morning to a restless scratching at my door. Relentless. It kept on going and going. Even now. And then a howl following it behind. A howl that sounds all too much like my name. I must be crazy, I tell myself. The wild animal trying to get in your house isn't trying to say your name. But I guess I was too declare to care. I peered through the window and the scratching seared. I was met with two most familiar eyes I had ever seen peering through the window at me. Human eyes. The odd thing was these eyes were connected to the body of a quite large dog I could only explain as being a mix between a pit bull and something huge. Something made me tear open the door. The large dog slammed into the house and was barking inquisitively, running to all my frames, photos of Jeremy, knocking them off the cabinet as he slammed at them. I couldn't understand this. It had to be some sort of sick joke. But what could a dog know about playing a joke? And those eyes. God, I miss Jeremy, but I'm going crazy. A week later, I'm sitting here with this dog who won't stop staring at me or climbing into Jeremy's side of the bed. And the most horrifying part is he just looks in the mirror for hours. Why does this dog have Jeremy's eyes? Alright, time for comments. That's creepy. Do you have any witches or voodoo priestesses or priests that your fiancé may have argued? Perhaps someone cursed them. I would look into contacting a medium or a voodoo priest or a witch to look into this better. Opie's response. Our lives were quiet before this. There's no one who I could think of who possibly would want to see us hurt. It's all too tragic. Jeremy was as cool as a cucumber and everyone he met adored him. Another commenter's response. That's not the main commenter. An ex, maybe a jealous friend, or either both of you? And then another main comment. Jeremy has a crazy ex who didn't want him getting married. Another main comment. Does the quote-unquote creature, end quotes, seem to understand you when you speak? Maybe ask him yes or no questions and see if he nods and reply. Nod once for yes and nod twice for no, to at least try and understand what's going on. Another main comment. 'Cause the dog is Jeremy, duh. And then this is OP's response to that one. I have been trying not to believe this to be the truth. Would that make me crazy? What would I tell people? Maybe there's still a way to find the truth, or maybe this is all coincidence and I'm truly crazy. Grief has deceived even the strongest people. This is another comment from the main comment that I just read. I don't see why you would have to tell anyone anything. Try to get as many answers as you can from the dog first, perhaps a series of yes/no questions that can be answered with a head nod. And then this is another comment, but it was for the main comment. Damn, Jeremy reincarnated fast as fuck. And this is another main comment. What did the authorities say about his accident? OP's response. I've been told that the accident was so bad that there was simply no body to recover. Everything was shattered, and I couldn't depend on the police for answers. The man at the station laughed at my face when I asked to see what was left of him. I could only assume they got rid of him with the vehicle. This is a response for OP. It's weird that you didn't get a body back. Jeremy's. If he was dead, and another body if he wasn't. If he was unrecognizable, they could have modified a body with a similar color, size, and build artificially. They could have said that there was a fire and could have provided a badly burnt body. No one could have identified one without education and testing. Try to fabricate communication, maybe with a Ouija board, but big enough for him to touch letters with paws. That's the most important thing now. Also, assume that he escaped from somewhere and they're looking for him. Quietly and submissively make yourself ready to leave town at any moment's notice and go into hiding. Get all the cash you can. Buy a burner phone with cash. And I'm actually not sure what else. Don't search for potential places to hide on your computer, obviously. Good luck and sorry for your loss. This is another main comment. It almost sounds like your fiancé got attacked by a skinwalker or something familiar. Try talking to the oversized dog like you would your fiancé and see how intentionally he responds. If it's almost simple command, he responds that's not your fiancé. If he can do stuff that a dog would not know enough how to, it's your fiancé. This is another main comment. Get a Ouija board so you can spell out what happened. And then there was a conversation after, but it was removed not too long ago. And then this is another main comment, and this is the very last comment. I don't think that it's unavailable that it's your fiance that wanted to find you. Such a sudden tragic event that also caused the person who passed to have also a resolved feeling and unable to go to the other side. I think you should contact a medium you trust, but don't tell them anything about your situation. Let them tell you and see/hear. I'm so sorry for your loss. Sending you love, healing, and peace with a red heart emoji. This is a comment from the same commenter on the commenter's response, and it's also the very last comment. So, yeah. And please do not use a Ouija board. It brings more darkness than good. Contact a professional that they can factual communication between you guys. Ouija can open a portal to the other side, plus you're extremely vulnerable right now. It could be bad.